What if I told you that all you need is a pair of scissors and 10 minutes to look 10 years younger? No surgery, no makeup, and without changing who you are. Today, I'm going to show you the 3 haircuts that are revolutionizing how women over 60 see themselves in the mirror and feel like they're shining again. The last one is so transformational that some women don't even recognize themselves because of how amazing they look. Stay with me, because at the end, I'll tell you which of these cuts might be the perfect one for you. Cut number 3, messy layered bob. After 60, hair changes. It loses volume, becomes finer, drier, and sometimes it just doesn't fall the way it used to. But that doesn't mean you've lost your style or your beauty. Quite the opposite. This first cut is designed precisely to embrace those changes with elegance. It's versatile, flattering, and can bring back that natural movement that makes your face look softer, more alive, and you more radiant. The layered bob is one of those timeless cuts that never goes out of style. But when it comes to a woman with elegance, history, and wisdom, the bob takes on a whole new dimension. This cut is perfect for you, Queen, if you're looking for a style that highlights your face, softens your features, and most of all, brings back volume and movement to hair that's changed over time. As we mature, it's completely normal for hair to lose thickness and body. It doesn't fall the same way, it doesn't look as full, and it often feels flat or lifeless. The layered bob is made exactly for that, to bring a youthful, fresh, and glowing vibe back to your face. An important thing about this cut is that it comes in 2 main styles. It can be very short, just behind the ears, or more mid-length, brushing the shoulders. Visualize it as a line falling between the chin and the shoulders, with soft layers that add texture and movement to the hair. It's not a stiff haircut, quite the opposite. It's natural, elegant, easy to maintain, and very versatile. If you're rocking gray hair, the layers will reflect the light in a special way, giving it a silvery shine that looks intentional, like part of a very well thought out style. And if you decide to add some soft highlights, those little touches of light around the face can bring a beautiful warmth without needing to cover your natural color. A woman who tries this cut for the first time is usually amazed. Something curious happens. When they look in the mirror, many say, "I still see myself," but brighter, softer, more me. Because that's what a well-done bob does. It doesn't turn you into someone else. It brings you back to yourself, to that version of you that you'd forgotten. If you have fine or thin hair, the layers create the illusion of thickness. And if your hair is straight and tends to stick to the scalp, ask your stylist to slightly stack the layers at the back. This creates a subtle lift at the crown, just enough to enhance your profile without having to tease it or rely on forced styling. The wonderful thing about the messy layered bob is that it suits so many face shapes. For a square face, it softens the angles. For a round face, it adds definition. And for an oval or heart-shaped face, it simply highlights your natural harmony. It's no coincidence this haircut has stood the test of time. It works. It's not just beautiful, it's strategic. It's the haircut of a woman who doesn't need to shout to be seen because her presence speaks for itself. And it's very easy to care for. You can style it with a round blow-dryer brush or a flat iron if you want a more polished finish. A bit of root mousse or a volumizing spray can help lift the layers if you're going for more body. And the best part? You don't need to live at the salon. A trim every 6 to 8 weeks is enough to keep its shape and structure. If you prefer a more polished finish, you can always use a curling wand. Spend about 5 minutes on it and you'll see the difference. Every 6 to 8 weeks, go to the salon to trim the ends and keep the shape looking fresh. A special trick to enhance the natural shine of gray or white hair is to use a light serum just on the ends. It also fights frizz and keeps the layers flowing beautifully. The most important thing is to keep the layered structure alive and defined. This doesn't require elaborate styling or complicated tools. Ideally, use a lightweight shampoo that doesn't weigh your hair down, and a conditioner that adds volume or hydration depending on your hair type. Many women say this cut makes them feel lighter, not just physically, but emotionally too. It's light, fresh, and always makes you look put together. A woman with a layered bob walks into a room and you notice, not because she's loud, but because of the calm elegance in how she wears her hair, because sometimes less is more, and subtle elegance is what truly lasts. Are you enjoying these tips? Then don't miss my ebook, More Elegant Than Ever. It's a complete handbook to help you refresh your image. Link in the description. Cut number 2. Modern Pixie. The modern pixie is a statement. It's not just a haircut. It's a way of telling the world, I'm here, confident in myself, comfortable with who I am, and I don't need to hide. It's a cut for the woman who no longer asks for permission to take up space. For you, queen, who knows your worth and doesn't need to prove it by shouting, but by simply being present. This cut is bold, yes, but also delicate, feminine, sophisticated, and incredibly powerful. And the most fascinating part? It instantly rejuvenates you. Literally. The structure of the modern pixie leaves several centimeters of hair and creates a visual lifting effect on the face, thanks to its bangs that sometimes sweep to the side across the forehead. By keeping the sides shorter and adding volume at the crown, your face looks more sculpted, more lifted. This little optical trick works wonders. We know gravity isn't quite our friend after 60, but the pixie challenges it, gracefully. It also highlights your most expressive features, the eyes, the cheekbones, the smile. And that's exactly what we want to show, right? What's beautiful, alive, vibrant. We don't want to hide, we want to be seen. One important thing about this cut is that sometimes the bangs can be very short. That's why I recommend leaving them a bit longer for a more feminine look. This cut isn't rigid or uniform. It's flexible. It adapts to you. You can wear it with longer layers on top for a softer, more romantic vibe, or go for a more textured and tousled look for something youthful and energetic. But if you prefer something more polished, you can sweep it to the side with a touch of gel or light pomade, letting the longer bangs fall gracefully and soften your forehead. The options are endless, and that's what makes it unique. Because no two pixies are alike, just like no two women are alike. And if you have gray hair, this cut enhances it like no other. Because it's short, the gray or white tones appear more defined, shinier, more intentional. It doesn't look like neglect, it looks like style. At home, you can style it in under 3 minutes. You just need a light styling cream or soft pomade. If you wear it with volume at the top, apply the product with your fingers, comb upward and to the side, and let it air dry or use a blow dryer. If you're using a blow dryer, just a few seconds with the narrow nozzle will do. To keep the texture looking great and avoid a flat look, avoid heavy or greasy products. And if you've got gray hair, a purple shampoo once a week will keep that white or silver tone bright and luminous. The pixie saves you time, yes, but that doesn't mean neglect. It means choice, and that shows. Queen, the modern pixie needs a trim every 4 to 5 weeks. Since it's a short, structured style, it quickly loses its shape as your hair grows, especially at the nape and sides. If you wait too long, the cut starts to look messy or loses that silhouette that makes it so flattering. Keeping up with those monthly trims ensures the cut continues to highlight your features, always looks fresh, and, most importantly, makes you feel good every time you look in the mirror. Plus, those little touch-ups are quick and don't require a major change, just a slight trim to refresh the shape. If you prefer a messier pixie or one with longer texture on top, you can space out the trims a bit more, but ideally, don't go past 5 weeks. A woman who wears a modern pixie often gets unexpected compliments. You look radiant. Did you do something different? There's something about you. and that something is confidence. Because this cut doesn't disguise you as someone else. It reveals who you truly are, and that's what really draws people in. This cut is freedom, and not just the freedom of having nothing falling in your face. We're talking about the freedom to feel light, secure, comfortable, not needing to hide behind anything. Looking in the mirror and seeing a woman who, beyond her age, feels more alive than ever. And if you haven't fallen in love with a cut yet, don't go anywhere. The last one has a detail so simple and powerful, it completely changes the way you look and feel. But before we continue, make sure to subscribe for more content that will help you elevate your elegance. Cut number 1, curtain bangs. This is the subtlest change, but also the most transformative. Curtain bangs are that magical detail that softens the face, rejuvenates your expression, and makes your entire look feel fresher without needing a major transformation. Sometimes, we don't want to cut all our hair or change the color, but we feel like we need something. Something that brings back a bit of light, of movement, of charm. And that something can be well thought out bangs. Curtain bangs don't cover your face or make it look harsh. They're light, gently parted in the center or slightly to one side, with elongated ends that blend seamlessly with the rest of your hair. They frame your face sweetly and let your eyes shine through clearly. They soften forehead lines, smooth out facial contours, and instantly create a fresh effect, as if you slept better, as if you were glowing more. And the best part? They grow out gracefully. If one day you decide to let them grow, you won't need to hide them. They easily turn into front layers that still work beautifully with your haircut. An important thing about curtain bangs is that you can wear them in 3 key styles. The first is with shorter, fuller bangs. The second, with straighter ends and less volume. And the third, with longer strands and butterfly-style layers to soften the face and add movement. With curtain bangs, the key is in the details. This type of fringe is very forgiving. It grows out beautifully and doesn't need constant trimming, but it's still good to cut it every 5 to 7 weeks to keep its shape. To style it, the easiest method is using a blow dryer with a small round brush. Roll the bangs from the root and release them to the sides. If your hair has a natural wave or texture, many times you won't even need heat. Just shape them with your fingers and a bit of texturizing spray. Avoid applying oils or heavy products in this area, since it can get greasy easily. The best products for this cut are aerosols. And if one day you don't feel like wearing your bangs, you can clip them back or blend them into your layers. That's the magic of curtain bangs. They're there when you want them and invisible when you don't. These bangs are ideal for pairing with medium or long hair. Many women think that after 60, bangs are no longer an option. And they're wrong, because this type of fringe isn't childish or dramatic. It's refined, modern, and sophisticated. It also adapts to your face shape. If your face is round, it elongates. If it's square, it softens. And if it's oval, it simply enhances what's already beautiful. If you have fine hair, these bangs give it body and dimension. And if you're transitioning to gray, even better, because curtain bangs make the grays in the front look intentional, luminous, like part of a very elegant design. You don't need lots of products or complicated techniques, just a well-used pair of scissors and a stylist who knows how to interpret your essence. You can wear them loose with a little volume, or even clip them back on hot days. They're practical, versatile, and above all, very flattering. The beauty of curtain bangs is that they don't call attention to themselves, but to the transformation they create. No one will say, "Nice bangs." They'll say, "Did you do something different? You look radiant." Because sometimes all it takes is a little touch, a sign of care, a small change that reflects the elegant, confident, and vibrant woman you are. If you made it this far, drop a "I love my hair" in the comments so I know you're part of our community of women who shine from within. What you learned today is just the beginning. My ebook, More Elegant Than Ever, We'll show you how to dress for your body type, choose your best colors, and so much more. The link's in the description, and only the first ones to grab it will get all the exclusive content, because you deserve to look like a queen.